if you're staying in a relationship that you know that this person is not the one, like you're well aware, and you're staying for other purposes such as materialistic things, such as, you know, fear of being lonely, fear of being abandoned, fear that you won't find anything better than this, you're in what's called filler energy. And my love, you don't want to be in this energy, let me tell you, because it's like, it's subtle settling, and we don't settle here. If you're watching this, you're not someone who settles. No, you get to have the real fucking thing in love. There's no doubt about that. And you're not sitting in this energy of, in the meantime, I'm going to do this. No, in the meantime, you're going to anchor into, I get what I fucking want. And you cannot be in the energy of, I get what I fucking want, and in that filler energy of, I get what I fucking want, but I'm also just going to tolerate and accept whatever comes my way. No, we are not doing that. Okay? Come on, baby. You are worth more than that. You're worth so much more than that. And if you are staying in something that you know in your heart, truly in your heart, that is not for you. And I know how hard it can be to leave relationships. I know how hard it can be to leave situationships. And I truly believe that relationships can unlock certain things in us that we maybe wouldn't have been able to unlock in ourselves, or maybe the relationship kind of accelerates how quickly it's unlocked. Like, I know for myself, I've been in a situationship where if I didn't go through that, my confidence level would not be where it's at right now. And a lot of that came from pain. I'm not saying you have to go through pain to be confident, but that's just what happened for me. So maybe this thing is teaching you something and it's unlocking something within you, but then you have to know when that thing's like well overdue and it's like expired, and you got to know when it's like time to bounce, because you are telling the universe, that this is as good as it's gonna get. And baby, no, you get to have everything that you want. Now, I'm not saying that every relationship is perfect. That's not what I'm saying. But again, there's like, when you are with someone who fulfills your fucking soul, you feel it in your body. It doesn't matter if you've been together for a week, a year, whatever it is. You're going to know when it's that someone. You're not going to have those doubts. And I know some people are going to tell you that, you know, certain things take time to flourish. And while that's all true, right? While that is all true, you could meet the love of your life tomorrow and be swept the fuck off of your feet. And it could change your whole world. But how are you going to do that if you are in this subtle settling energy? How are you going to do that if you're in this filler energy of in the meantime? You can't be in that energy and in the energy of receiving, in the energy of being open to receiving what's meant for you. And again, like, this is very nuanced too. Like, obviously what's meant for you really isn't going to pass you. But why would you hold off on that? Like, you're blocking yourself off. You're prolonging it by being in that filler energy. Now, I'm not saying it's going to be easy to come out of this, but I mean, we got to do some hard shit if we want to get what we want. Otherwise, everybody would be doing this, baby. And I know the love that you crave in your heart, the love that you deserve in your heart, the one that you've been dreaming of since you were a little girl. I fucking know. I know, because I have that same thing in my heart. But you have to be so convicted in knowing, even when it's not physically in your world, that it's already yours, that it is coming. You know, before I used to, I used to accept the bare minimum in relationships. I did. And, you know, I thought, I was in like this fulfilling relationship because someone was giving me attention. Right? And that was further from the truth. I have made a vow. I've made a vow that I'm never going to accept breadcrumbs ever again. And I'm not going to shrink my belief systems, because I have, my belief systems it's different from the average person around health, around self-growth, around my beliefs in God, the universe, manifestations, my belief, I think I said this, like in the health system, So the old me, she was accepting, like, not anybody who came her way, but she was accepting what she didn't deserve. And people who were so out of alignment, like way out of alignment. Oh, we've all had, our times like that, right? But this is where the potency happens, is when you decide, like, oh yeah, like I'm actually not available for that. I'm not. And I'll tell you something super vulnerable. I haven't been in a long-term relationship in a while. I mean, I've dated people in between. It's been short-term. I mean, like I was serious about them, but, just things didn't work out, or things were just out of alignment. And I've always, like, walked away, or if someone has left me, like, it's been painful, but I've just felt so relieved, because I knew in my heart that it wasn't aligned. And the last person that I was with, I was just like, never again am I going to accept what's really not in alignment for me, that I knew from the beginning was not in alignment, because I was in my filler energy. And so if that means that I have to say no more often, if that means that I'm going to be alone for a longer period of time, or maybe not, then that's what I'm going to do. Now, I'm not saying that you have to isolate yourself. I don't want you to do that. You can keep an open heart. You can get to know people. And you can explore things. If you feel like you need to, like, wait out a decision, then, like, that's fine. But if you just truly know in your heart, you have to listen to that. Don't drag it out longer than it needs to be. Okay? I love helping my clients through this. For those of you who don't know, like, I'm a relationship mentor. I'm a psychic, intuitive. I help people who are on their awakening journey, and I'm here to restore people's faith and love again, and restore their faith and love in themselves too. Because I don't know what's happening in this world right now, but there's some shit happening. I mean, this world is so beautiful. I love this world, but, like, if we're being real too, like, there's some shit happening. And I am here to change that, one person at a time. So come into my one-on-ones, and let's get to the root cause of, why you're in this filler energy, why you're accepting less than what you deserve. And not even just the why. Maybe you know the why, right? But I want to bring you out of that filler energy with you as, like, a collab. Like, I'm not here to save you, but I know how to guide you back to your home, to yourself within you. And that's the core of love. That's the core of self-worth, the core of confidence. Like, that shit's already within you. So let's do this. Get into my one-on-one. Send me a DM on Instagram, and I'll send you the application form. I also do VIP one-on-one days where we spend the whole day together and we just dive deep into those. Excuse me. Oh my God. Burping as I'm talking to you. But yeah, we're going to be diving deep into the one-on-ones of like what's happened to you, because I know that's where it all started, right? Is like all these belief systems that you have about yourself, these false narratives. They're an accumulation of shit that's happened to you, right? It doesn't just form out of nowhere. So get into my one-on-ones and let's make this shit fucking happen for you.